Hello, welcome back. It's time to do some more exploring. Before that though, we should probably have a word with the constable here.
Has anyone heard from Dr. Hyun Forsh?
No, I'm afraid not.
Could you tell me why Dr. Hyun Forsh believed that animals were being smuggled into the preserve?
She found a Romulan creature, which is, of course, banned from import by Federation law. It was tagged as a similar legal species. She has accused me of smuggling it in order to damage our chances for Federation membership.
How do you account for the mistagged animal?
I blame our supplier, Aramat. He's rude, devious, and barely competent. If I'd known Aramat was a Ferengi, I'd never have listened to Idyea's recommendation. But the contract is binding, and he does deliver on time.
Constable, I understand the preserve has been experiencing some unusual power outages.
Those were just a few temperamental generators failing. They've been repaired. Is the Federation now concerned with our internal technical difficulties as well?
Why are you so opposed to the Federation?
Membership in the Federation would compromise Maracia's freedom of action. Some of us would rather not see that happen.
Thank you for your time.
I don't think the constable would compromise her responsibilities to the preserve, even to stop Maracia's entry into the Federation.
I believe the constable. She seems genuinely devoted to the preserve, and I don't think she would resort to smuggling, even to thwart Federation membership.
Well, we do have one more lead. Let's go and try this before we do some exploring.
Open a channel to Consultant Idyea.
Channels open.
I'm Councillor Deanna Troy of the Enterprise. I'm investigating the disappearance of Dr. Hyun Forsh.
As I told Constable Lixie, I don't know where she is. Must you interrupt my research with more pointless questions?
I'm sorry for the intrusion. I understand that you're the preserve's consultant.
Yes, I help select and verify preserved species in the biotopes. The Maracians wanted a Federation expert, despite Lixie's objections. They were lucky to get me.
You were the last person to see Dr. Hyun Forsh before she disappeared.
As far as I know, that's not a crime.
Constable Lixie said you recommended switching to a Ferengi trader named Aramat for the second shipment.
Yes, I did. Because he delivers what you want on time. The constable gave me hell when she found out that he was a Ferengi. She barely tolerates me because I'm a male.
I have some questions about several carcasses we found in the doctor's lab.
Animal carcasses in an exobiology lab? Well, that's certainly unusual.
A boar seems to have died of starvation. How could something that preventable happen here?
Sounds like incompetence to me. The Watchers blindly follow whatever care instructions they're given. No personal initiative at all.
Is there something about the boar that's bothering you? You seem rather concerned about it.
Of course I am. It died of neglect. How did you know I was concerned? Are you telepathic?
No, I'm an empath. I'm half betazoid.
Really? I wanted more proof before I said anything. But that boar is an Akana, a species banned for import. It must have been smuggled in. The Watchers have requested restricted species before and were denied. Dr. Hyun Forsh may have found out.
If you knew that boar was an arcana, why didn't you report it to the authorities?
I didn't want to. I wanted the chance to study it. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Who am I to deprive science of my brilliant research on such a specimen?
Did the doctor confront any of the watchers with her suspicions?
I think that's why she's missing. When she confronted them with the Arcana, they must have stunned her. Those stunners don't trigger the surveillance system, so nobody knows about it.
Why would the doctor think the watchers were smuggling?
They're fanatics out to save the endangered creatures of the universe. I've suspected them all along, especially when I discovered this mistagging. You see, these tags can only be reprogrammed by a watcher.
We found a Kujon gibbon which died from an avoidable parasitic infection. How could that happen here?
Okay, it seems like we're missing some of the dialogue.
We found a myochordae mole whose neural pathways were drained of energy. How might that have happened?
I'd say it died of neglect. Those watchers don't know the first thing about dealing with animals. They're not scientists. They're glorified zookeepers. Why don't you go ask them about it?
Did the doctor seem preoccupied or concerned about anything in particular?
When I saw her for supper the other day, she was talking about genetic samples from the last shipment. She knows I don't like to hear people talk while I eat, so she said little else.
But Dr. Hunforsh was only cataloguing Marassian species. Why would she be interested in genetic samples from other animals in the preserve?
I don't concern myself with the lab work of junior scientists. Now, do you mind? I have important research to conduct.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for wasting it.
He was pretty quick to implicate the Watchers. I didn't know they were the only ones who could replace ID tags.
Idyea's accusation that the Watchers are fanatics is certainly plausible. Collectors can be quite zealous in their pursuit of rare specimens.
Idyea certainly has a high opinion of himself. The thing he seemed most interested in was his reputation.
Okay, time to explore, and I believe we have to collect some samples as well. I'll use data here as he's a lot more descriptive in his observations.
I believe this shuttle dock also serves as the customs area. As there are no expected flights, there is no staff. This cargo shuttle is powered by two 2,250 millicochrane warp engines. The microgenerator uses thermal energy to replenish its internal power source. This device recharges microgenerators.
Okay, we're done here.
It appears to be hungry. The atoll fruit is considered to be a Marassian delicacy.
Let's be nice and feed this monkey. Oh, okay. What the hell is that?
This terminal is offline. The power grid in this area may be damaged.
This is why we brought the microgenerator with us?
This is a topographical map of the biotope. The main habitats are the caverns, the pit, and the crater. The field unit is configured for a specific terrain and climate. It monitors the conditions of animals who have been injected with identification microchips.
I believe this is where you employ some trial and error, but to save some time, I'll just go straight to the ones we need.
This is a topographical map of the biotope. The main habitats are the caverns, the pit, and the crater. I do not believe that will work.
Okay, it took me a couple of seconds to work out where I need to send these things. First place is here. I think I'm probably going to cut most of this out, just to save some time. That was painfully slow.
The field unit is configured for a specific terrain.
Oh. I guess I have to do this one again.
There is no sample in this field unit. If there were, we could extract it with a bioprobe.
Okay, that's useful information that I could have done with before, but we're here now. One more location here. Only 8 more to go after this. Done. Sunil, Umblumba, and Genza. That's one biome down, 2 more to go. Let's do the bog forest next.
This is a topographical map of the biotope. The main habitats are the 4 tunnels within that petrified tree.
I believe we have to use B on this one. And that is that for the bog forest. Granger, Dyewood, Comte, Nero Wolf. 1 more and 4 more samples. It helps if we take this first.
This micro-generator is completely drained, yet the charge should have lasted several days under these conditions.
I'm guessing we should go and charge this micro generator.
The micro-generator uses thermal energy to replenish its internal power source. The micro-generator uses thermal...
Oh, okay. Hopefully it's charged. And here we go. This should be the last area.
This is a topographical map of the biotope. The main habitats are within the jelly corals and the water.
Okay, 4 more samples. And this should be the last one. Edlund, Birkby, Cordic and Graf. And if you think the fun is over, we now have to analyse every single sample. So let's get back to the lab. Here we go.
Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. All readings are normal. Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's genetic signature differs from its identification tag.
Oh dear.
Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. All readings are normal. Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject contains high ionic residue and trace amounts of neurotranquilizers. Originating creature may consume energy. Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's neural pathways have been drained of electrical energy. Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's neural pathways have been drained of electrical energy. Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's neural pathways have been drained of electrical energy. Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's neural pathways have been drained of electrical energy. Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's genetic signature differs from its identification tag.
Okay. Let's get in contact with someone else. Let's try the healer.
Open a channel to Healer Zolas.
Channels open.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Data of the Starship Enterprise. I'm investigating the absence of Dr. Hoon Forsh.
A Starfleet officer. I was expecting this.
Tracker Malas indicated that you knew of a confrontation between Dr. Hoon Forsh and the constable.
Yes, the doctor mentioned it when she asked about Aramet. He's a Ferengi who provides us with alien species for the preserve.
Was she inquiring about mistagged animals from his shipment?
Yes, she had spoken to Zudan, one of the 3 watchers in charge of the last shipment. He told her to talk to Aramet.
On several occasions, the Watchers requested restricted species and were denied. Is it possible that Aramet was secretly supplying the Watchers with illegal species?
Aramet has a rather unsavory reputation. The Watchers wouldn't have anything to do with someone like that. But you can ask Zudan yourself.
Did Consultant Idyea know of Aramut's reputation when he recommended him for a traitor?
Considering how long Idyea and Aramut have known each other, I would think so. Those two go back quite a while. I think Idyea even came here on Aramut's ship.
Did the other Watchers also tell her to speak to Aramut?
I doubt it. The other Watchers were at the quarantine shelter and suffered some kind of neural energy drain when the generators exploded. They've been comatose ever since. Zudan's the only Watcher on duty now.
We have found several animals which suffered energy drains. Perhaps we could compare neuroscans to see if the injuries are similar.
I'll send you the Watcher's neuroscans. You can view them on the biotable, but I recommend you speak to Watcher Zudan. You can find him at the quarantine shelter.
Thank you for your time.
Certainly. Good luck to you.
The Watchers suffered an electrical energy drain from their neural pathways, like the myochordae mole. The Watchers suffered an electrical energy drain from their neural pathways, like the myochordae mole.
Oh, I've got to use this one.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete.
I do not believe that will work.
Okay. I guess we should really speak to Zudan.